Give me all the water. And we're live on the internet with Otys? There's not a U.
You said you wanted all the water, so...
Otys?
Otys? Otys? Oats? Otys. I mean, it's French.
Otys.
It's a French publisher.
Yeah.
I mean, I thought it was Otys, but that's probably just...
Oh no, it's a Belgian publisher. Interesting. It's a collaboration between a French publisher and a Belgian publisher.
Pearl is French, right?
No, Pearl is Belgian.
Oh.
Unless that's, that doesn't look like Belgium. It's what I'm guessing Belgium is in Belgium's language.
Oh, Belgique? Yeah,
Belgique.
in French. Not in Belgium.
Oh. Is this a French copy? It's in English on the back. Anyway, I don't know. I don't know how to pronounce this game. And we're going to play it. And I'm going to tell the internet we're live. Yay!
Because, yeah, Belgium is, I think, half French roughly half and half.
Oh, really?
So, Belgian speaking and French speaking, and I guess it's sort of like slightly culturally different also. So, you could have something that could be either, I guess, in Belgian or in French.
Okay.
It's a touchy subject.
Okay. I don't know how to segue off of that. But we're gonna be playing Otys. There's no U. Otys. Otys?
I don't know. Board Game Geek doesn't do pronunciation.
Just add pronunciation after the word. So type the word and then do pronunciation.
You touch your phone, I'll touch mine.
Hey, Catherine. So this is a game. It's for 2 to 4 players, and it is a we each own a diving scrapping business in the future where the sea levels have risen and all of the cities are underwater. Yay! Too soon. So we all own businesses in this dystopian future to dive down into the cities and collect scrap. And there are contracts which someone is putting out in the wild for us to complete. And as you complete contracts, you get points. The game ends as soon as somebody hits 18 points. We'll finish the round, and then whoever has the most points wins. Okay. And that's the game!
Alright, let's play.
Yeah. So, the cool thing is, these boards are pretty awesome.
They are cool.
These boards have, they're double layered with recessed bits, because this game is a little bit of a programming game in regards to how we send our divers down into the various levels to collect scrap. So, if you're following along to set up, go ahead and give everybody a player board. Then, if you've punched and stored like I have, open this secret compartment to pull out the player bags.
Wow.
Yay! Cool. You also need this black bag.
Velcro?
Yeah, it's nice. Velcro. And then if you have your beautiful felt bowls. Oh, we have a John Cam, by the way, and the Mice and Mystics figures are currently on the John Cam.
Aren't they pretty?
Apparently Otys it's an alternate spelling of the name Otys.
Okay, so it's Otys. Okay, cool. Good to know. Assemble your bowls from Nutter's Place. No, that's not a player bowl. It's a good bowl. You don't need to put anything. You've played this before. Nothing would go in the bowl.
So I'm here.
There you go. If that works for you.
Sure.
Okay. And go ahead and put the batteries, which look like that, in one bowl. And put the money in another bowl. Boop. And then these are the actual pieces of scrap. These represent the scrap. And we're going to go put them in another bowl as soon as Steve empties it from where he accidentally felt it.
It's fine to just put all the components that don't need to be in the bowl in the bowl.
Okay.
I think that's fair.
Yeah. So once all of the stuff is in easy, accessible bowls, each player is going to get a complete set of divers. There are 8 different divers. Their art is all unique. Go ahead and make sure everybody gets one of each. And for our player bags, we already have one of each.
Okay.
And then each player is also going to get a full set of numbers. These represent the keys. They're in the player color. They go from 1 to 5, and then there's one with an X. And then each player is also going to get one of each of the little markers that mark how good you are at things. And then every player gets their player color victory point token, which we put on the 0 track. I can put that back in the box. Doo-doo-doo. Then deck of cards. All of these cards are the contracts, so you can just shuffle them. It's cool. There's a first player marker. Then there are these 5 blue tiles. We'll set those up in a second. And then there's like a whole bunch of tiles with white X's on them. These are neutral keys. So just put them someplace nearby. Okay. Then we can put the box away. Or just out of frame. La la! Sweet. So then we have the central market board. And what we're going to do is we're going to take those 5 square tiles, randomize them, and then put them right here. So make sure there's an upgraded side, and then there's a not upgraded side for these tiles. For the basic game, they recommend playing not the upgrade/advanced side. The advanced side has like a little A in the lower left corner. Mm. So we're gonna play with the basic, and I just randomly put them like that.
Interesting.
Vanilla bean pear cider.
Oh wow, it's their seasonal.
Sweet.
It's a little sweet, but it's more vanilla bean than sweet. Huh. Their blurb is: we called upon the Greek goddess of snow, Chione, to forge a cider to combat that bitter, bleak, unyielding chill of her father's, Boreas, god of the north wind, winter season. Equipped with a quiver of Madagascar vanilla beans, her quest began with a hunt to collect the finest northwest pears.
See, even she has quivers.
In an effort of pure blasphemy to her father, she then pressed, blended, and fermented a drink in the perfect elixir that would allow us mortals to survive through the season. And they did not skimp on the vanilla bean.
Everybody's gonna get 3 credits. Do the credit thing.
Okay.
Put 3 contracts out. If you're playing a 2-player game, you only put 2 contracts. Also, I don't know if this is our board or what, but like all the boards are warping a little already. Then for each player, what you're gonna do, and John, you can follow along. You're gonna place. You already got that one. So you're gonna put the mechanic right here. That's the dude with the glasses. Yeah. The dude with the hat. You put at the bottom. Then you take each of your divers, randomize them. Make sure that they don't have the yellow side up. Okay. So the yellow side is the upgraded side. And then just drop them into your dive tube.
Just dump them in the ocean?
Yeah, basically. So you're going to dump them into the ocean, one on top of the other. There you go. Boop, boop. Then you're going to take your dive keys and put your player color side up on each of the slots on your board that pertain to those keys. Dun, dun, dun. The X doesn't have a slot, it just hangs out up top under your shark. Everybody has a shark.
Oh yeah.
Then everybody's also gonna get a battery. Batteries! Sweet. And then I wanna put my board in frame.
It's close, you could.
Well, but then I'm just playing like straight up here. Maybe here, I guess. But it's weird. I don't like it.
Oh, yeah.
I don't like it. I don't like it. No, I think instead we're just gonna do this.
Oh.
Sorry, everybody. There we go. Okay. The important parts of the contracts are what's in frame anyway. Okay. So, like a so. Perfect. Then, everybody's going to get one of each type of resource. The green and the blue cubes are kind of hard to tell apart. Can you get one of each for yourself? You're going to randomly put them in the one in each of the last 4 levels. So, let's talk about our boards now. So we each have our section of the sunken city. and we have like this like dive tube thing, and what's going to happen is we're going to activate what level we want our divers to start working at by selecting the dive tube key and sliding it over to eventually meet the diver. When we do so, when you connect with the diver, you will activate that diver's ability. Certain divers get you, actually there's 4 divers, one for each type of like resource, and that diver will get you that resource at the level that that diver is at. So I just activated the black diver. I would get a black cube and put it on one of the 3 slots available for this level right here. If you look, the deeper you go, the more slots there are. And this is important because to complete contracts, which are up here publicly, you can also end up getting private contracts throughout the game. You have to have all of the goods in the contract at a specific level.
Whoa.
Yeah, so they have to all be grouped together on an individual level. Boop. So, that's the thing with the levels. One last setup. There's a black bag. It has the resource goal tokens in it. If you punch them and put them in there, you're going to randomize it, and then you're going to put 1 each on these slots out here with the green or yellow, that doesn't go there, green or yellow side up. Alright. I guess it's more of an orange. Okay, well there you go.
A lot of cubes.
Okay, so now let's do the full teach. So what's going to happen? Super easy. On your turn, I already kind of talked about it. You're going to select a level that has a key on it. You're going to activate that key. You're going to slide the key over. When you trigger the key, you then get to do, if you want, the sponsored bonus of that level. So right now, this is the sponsored bonus of level 3. And I know that because it's on the level 3 slot of the main board. This one is I get to activate the diver at this level twice, which is sweet. So, then I go ahead and touch the key to the diver, and then I activate that diver. I already talked about the 4 resource-based divers. Then there are 4 other divers that do like special stuff. There is the scientist, who has lovely... Actually, we can show on John's camera. Haha! Yay! Science. Oh, this is awful. The scientist character, which lets you upgrade your dudes on the side, and I'll talk about why those are important in a minute, but you pay 1 credit to upgrade one of them when you activate the tile. If I use this 2 times, which is pretty good, I could actually spend the first action to upgrade this one, and then spend the second action to upgrade my hacker. This guy is called the mechanic, this guy is called the hacker. Okay? So that's the scientist. There we go.
The scientist presumably is not diving.
Well, I mean, maybe. I don't know.
Upgraded the hacker, is that just 1 bar over? Or?
Yeah, it's 1 bar, not 1 full size of the hacker over.
Yeah, it's one line.
It's like half of a hacker size is an upgrade. Okay. Then we have, let's talk about the shop owner. So the shop owner is the one with the eyepiece and the dreads. Yeah, kind of a focus. So the shop owner lets you either buy or sell from the shop, which I haven't set up yet. To set up the shop, go ahead and randomly select 2 of a single type of resource, and then randomly select 1 each of another resource and put it in the shop. Yay, it's set up. When you sell to the shop, you sell a cube of your choice from the level that the shop owner is at. It's the trader. The level that the trader is on is the one where you get the cube from. You can't activate, you'll notice, divers that are above surface because they're not down below. But once you pick a resource, you put it in the topmost slot of the column for that color, and then you gain either the credits depicted on the left side, or you gain the points depicted on the right side. Only the topmost layer gets points, and it's only 1 point per thing sold. So that's something to point out. If you want to instead buy a cube when you access the trader, you just buy the lowermost cube from the column you want at the cost depicted on the left. You cannot pay resource or victory points to get cubes. Not allowed. Coolies. So that's the trader. Then the other fun character. This is appropriate. Let's talk about the spy. So the spy, you can either pay a credit to draw 4 contract cards and then keep one. You put the other ones that you don't keep down below under the deck. Or you can pay a credit to activate the diver of an opponent at the same level that your spy is at.
Oh, cool. And
the cool thing is that if you are activating an opponent's diver who... Well, you activate... There's 2 variants. So the main base game, they say you don't cause the other player's diver to have to resurface, which I'm going to talk about here in a second, when you use them. But in the designer's variant, you do cause the other player's diver to resurface. But when you pay the credit that you're supposed to pay to activate that guy, you pay it to the player whose diver you're activating. Yeah, that's the variant. So we're not going to play the variant, we're going to play the main one. But this is a great time to talk about resurfacing. Because every time you activate a diver... actually, I'm going to explain the robot one last time. So the robot, last dude, you pay 2 credits and you get to take one of the bonus tiles at the level that your robot is at. And then you get to put it in the slot at that level. You gain the immediate bonus of what's depicted on the face-up side, which is the colorful side. And then when you put it on the board at the level the robot's at, you put it face-side down, which will reveal either a credit bonus or a point bonus. And in the future, whenever you activate a diver at that location and complete a contract at that location, you get the bonus. I believe it's complete a contract. Yes. So in the future, when you complete a contract at that level, you get a bonus.
Do we get a look at what the bonus is, or is it just random?
It's random, I believe. Yeah. I don't believe you get to look, because it did not say you could.
Okay.
So those are all the divers. Let's talk about resurfacing. So when you use a key, I use this diver, yay! I get the black cube, yay! Now, this diver will get out of rotation, goes up to resurface, get oxygen, everybody else slides down. This key is used, it comes out, flips to face face down, and it fills up my hacker's cube. Whenever my hacker's cube gets to the point that the tiles would touch the hacker, they meet, or they would go on top of the hacker, I immediately get to reset all of my keys and put them back on the board.
So that's why you want to upgrade the hacker.
That's why you want to upgrade the hacker. The hacker can be upgraded a maximum of 3 times. So this right here can be the smallest queue you can have. So 3 keys if you fully upgrade your hacker. The reason why the mechanic is important is because the mechanic lets you make it so that your diver doesn't have to resurface. So you can spend a battery, which is this tile, to make it so that your diver doesn't have to resurface. Or you can spend a battery to use the mechanic who gives the diver a propeller, I don't know why, to rearrange your diver. So...
I believe the battery is possibly powering the
well, I assume, but why do we need the mechanic after that? Is the mechanic like just how upgraded the mechanic is how good he is at making propellers?
No, I guess he's tricking out the diver vehicle, so it's better.
Yeah. Anyway, if you want, after you say I'm going to activate level 1, during that phase of the key sliding slowly from its dock to the diver, you can spend a battery to activate the propeller of any diver in your queue, and you can only move the diver the number of spaces that your mechanic is upgraded to.
Oh.
So I could spend a battery and be like, I'm gonna fly, I don't know, the green guy down 1. Right? It doesn't necessarily have to be a diver that is at the level, and it doesn't necessarily have to be a diver moving into the level that you're activating. The reason why I might do that is because when the green one pops out, when the black one pops out because he's activated, the green one will now be in that slot to be activated next. So there's some very interesting strategy that can happen with the propellers, and this board is warped, so it spins so easily.
Yeah, that is tough.
Yeah.
I found out what the resources are.
I know that, but go ahead.
Metal is blue. Plant is green. Generic tech is white. And then something else was black.
Oil?
Fuel. Yeah.
Yeah,
Fuel
that makes sense. Okay, I'm gonna reset that. So that's mechanic. That's what you use
robot,
batteries for.
The robot is adorable. I want like a poster.
Yeah, the robot is
really cute.
Pretty cute. The other thing is this X tile. So the X tile is a bonus key that you can use that's yours. So when a key has already been used from a slot, if you want to reuse that slot again, you can use the X to activate that slot again. But then your X key will be used as well. So you won't get your X key back till you get everything back. However, when you use the X key, in that phase, when this key is slowly sliding towards the diver, we rearrange this. So you take the 5-1 out, bump it down, and then put the 5 in slot 1.
No.
So that's how the order of this changes, is only when someone plays an X key.
Do you still get the bonus?
Yes, but you get the bonus at the new level.
Okay.
So yeah.
If you played X at 2, you would get this one.
Yeah, after it's shifted, I would get that. So it's just something to think about when you play an X key. You can get neutral X keys. When you get neutral X keys, when you use them up, they're out. Like, they're just, you put them back in the supply. Hey, Heather.
How do you get those?
There is a character. So all
backside of the blue.
Yes. So one of the other things that you can do, these sponsored ones. So this one's super straightforward. You get a credit. This one you activate divers twice. This one you get a key back. This one you get a battery. This one you get to upgrade a diver and you get a point.
Ooh.
So to upgrade a diver, you
have to pay $2. I assume?
Yeah, you have to pay $2. You upgrade the diver at the level that is the one you're activating. You flip the diver over, the diver gets extra stuff. I ain't gonna talk about that now. We'll reveal them as we stream. I'll hand John the rulebook.
I think it's pretty self-explanatory.
Yeah, the iconography is pretty self-explanatory.
It looks like it's making the action just a little bit better.
Yes.
And
they're like in a small icon on the front as well.
Yeah.
So you go, that's it. Let's play! Contracts replace TTR style.
Oh, do we start with a private contract?
No.
No? Okay.
Nope.
What's the little radio thing? Wait, that one?
That is the use another player's diver at that level. And I'm pretty sure when you use another player's diver that would cost money, you have to pay that money as well. But not to the person. That would be weird. Where you at, Deva? Spy.
Is there a turn order?
Yeah, whoever goes first, and then clockwise.
Whoever most recently held their breath underwater.
Oh, it's the largest lung capacity. I don't know how we want to test that. Just holding our breath.
We have.
Yeah, I guess we should all hold our breath.
Well, hang on. I'm reading a thing really fast.
Whoever breaks last.
Okay. Well.
No, I'm not ready for that.
So whoever breaks last, so you didn't hurt damage.
Yeah, so if you're gonna use the spy to activate another player's one that costs money, you have to pay the money to the bank, as if you were activating your own. Okay, are we gonna test our lung capacity now? You already are. I'm winning. Okay. Are we? Is this how we're doing it? I'm out. I was just thinking about how quiet the stream was, and so people jumping in now are like, what is happening? We're seeing who goes first with the most lung capacity. So who has to breathe in last, basically. John wins! John goes first.
I got a
hi,
huge.
Ichi.
I got like a minute advantage.
Hi, what's up?
Is money tight?
It was for us last night. I don't know. It kind of depends.
I kind of want to spend all my money right away.
The only way to get money is through that, and then if you upgrade your, the green diver,
And
whenever
through-
the green diver is
and
active,
through
you get money.
contracts.
Yeah.
And through selling at the store.
Contracts would be money.
Yeah, contracts will get you money.
Yeah, they don't.
Oh yeah,
all
so
give you money.
contracts will always give you points, and then they'll either give you money and a battery or nothing.
And completing contract is the thing you just do at the end. Like if you have the cubes.
You can do it anytime during your turn.
Yeah.
Okay.
So you could like complete a contract, activate a diver, complete a contract. Like, yeah.
And
Right.
because you can do stuff in any order, you could complete a contract and then use the bonus you got.
I'm gonna use one.
Yeah, Ichi wants something that starts with a D and ends with an R.
I'm gonna spend $2
Diver?
Yeah! Do you want one of my divers?
to upgrade this
Here you
guy.
go. You want it? She says no. That
And
was
I'll
not
spend
it.
my last
Good
dollar.
try.
I thought that was a good guess. Started with a D and ended with an R.
So now I'm broke.
Are you okay?
Oh wow. Interesting. Oh, I see.
Yeah.
So some just need like 2 of one type and then.
Yeah, so some contracts will say specific colors, and then other contracts will say a specific quantity. So the quantities need that quantity of a unique color.
So I gotta keep one of these secret.
Mm-hmm. Keep it secret, keep it safe. So Steve and I played this the other night, and we really both enjoyed it, and we also really both realized we screwed up.
Yeah, we eventually played it correctly.
No, like, we were really bad at programming our divers.
Yeah. But we did also miss the rule about the something.
No, we weren't
I'm
playing
done.
that screwed up.
Does the first player token pass, or is it just like we're each getting an equal number of
It's
Yeah,
for the
equal number of
rounds, yeah.
turns for the
Okay.
end of the game. Yeah.
Activate 2. Go to the black diver.
Did you remember to get your bonus?
I
for
did.
Sponsor?
I
Okay.
upgraded this guy.
Oh no, it has to be the one at the level that.
Oh,
Yeah.
it does.
Yes.
Okay, never mind.
Which makes it harder.
That's a lot harder. Okay, so can I take back that action?
just the whole action.
Yeah.
No, the thing that we didn't get was for the moving the divers up and down. That was just a free thing. It didn't have to be
Oh, that's really hard.
the diver. Like you
No,
can,
yeah, no.
Yeah.
I didn't think it had to be the diver, but it was more of the timing of that movement
Mhm.
is what we were unsure about.
Yeah. Okay.
Okay, hang on.
Okay, wait.
John undid his entire turn
Because I didn't realize it was the. Because I was trying to upgrade this guy.
Hey,
So
hey,
then I
Bordy.
would have had a blue, a black, and a white to complete that contract on the next turn.
Yeah, which
But-
that would be easy, John. This game's not easy.
This game's not easy.
No, this game's not easy. I think
Okay.
you are going to enjoy this game, which is why I was
Okay.
like, we're gonna play Otys instead.
Let's do 3. I'm like hankering to spend all my credits apparently.
Yeah.
I'm gonna upgrade my hacker twice.
Oh no, you. Oh yeah, level 3. Yes, you can. Yep.
Then the 3 comes down, and the sheet goes up.
Should only cost you $2.
I did her twice.
Oh, I thought when you said 3, you threw in the 2.
Oh, did I say 3?
You did because you were doing activating. You were doing
active.
activating 3.
Yeah.
So yeah, that okay. Whew.
I think I got it now.
All right, Kairos, now you can go.
So this is interesting. So if I'll get a persistent bonus for that one time.
The upgrades for most of the divers that cost money are that they're free now. So like these
that makes
two,
sense.
yeah.
Okay. I'm
The
gonna
interesting ones are
do
the ones that get
2,
you basic resources.
Activate my black diver. That gets me a black cube. The 2 comes down here, and then I use this black and the green to complete this contract, which gets me a point and a credit.
Quantum, nice.
And then the new one comes up.
Yep. And then black goes back to the top. Also, I get a battery because I activated on line 2.
Yep. Okay. I'm gonna go ahead and activate on line 1. I'm gonna spend 2 credits to upgrade my black diver. And then, as this is the cool thing, because I activated him, I now get a battery and a black cube.
Oh, that's so good.
Just gonna put this there. And so the black cube goes at the level that the diver's at. And then I will, as a thing, spend a battery so that he does not resurface.
Oh, right.
Yep, and so he's just hanging out there, it's all good. And that was my turn.
Huh. Okay. Let's see, I think I will take 4. This lets me keep...
Sorry, go ahead. I just realized I've been cooking sauce.
This lets me keep the activation instead of having to discard it?
I believe so. Let me check. Return a key or X token from your Haka track to your player board.
Oh, so
Flip
it's
it
one,
and place it back.
Yeah, you get one back.
If needed, shift the other one.
but not the one I'm currently spending.
Yes. Because when it activates, that hasn't gone down yet.
Yep.
Okay. Okay, that's fine. Let's try it. So I'll retrieve my 3. And then I'll get a blue cube.
Interesting.
I will keep the dog
Okay.
zone.
I am going to activate level 3. Level 3 is, they call it the Explorer, not the Gangster of Love. The Explorer lets you spend 2 credits to get one of those tiles, and it has to be from the same level, so that'll be level 3. And it'll have to go to the same level. So I'm going to spend 2 credits. So he's activating twice. I'm going to get this, which is 4 contracts.
Nice.
Do it, and then flip it over. So I'm going to get 4 contracts.
You just spent $2 for that?
Yeah, I spent $2 for that. Look at these, and then I'll keep 1. I'm going to do that one. Put the other ones on the bottom. And then I'm going to activate again because I can. So I'm going to spend another $2. Activate the Explorer again. Now it says if you have a tile here already, which I do, you'll have to replace it with the one that you get.
Yes.
So this will go back.
We should immediately
I'll
replace
get
whenever you
a black and a blue. Oh, so I could have taken the one that was...
And this one.
Yeah. And then I got a black and a blue.
Is that
and
and
flips
or?
over to that level. This is an... That's an and, I think.
Do you know if that's an and or an or?
It's an or.
Ooh.
It is an or.
So
It's on the back.
I may have cheated a little bit.
Gain 1 resource of your choice.
I'll take the black. And then that flips. And my Explorer goes back.
I'm gonna go ahead and activate level 2, which gets me a battery. Keep like, and then I get a white cube. Boop, boop. And then
Oh, I didn't realize the effects. The effects are each time you complete a contract at the same level of the token. I thought it was every time you activated it.
no,
Powerful.
that would be so broken. This is a low point game.
Okay.
Alright, Jana turn.
Alright. 5 gets me a credit, please.
Yeah, Heather, you can use the spy to activate other players' divers,
And a white
but
cube.
in the basic game, you cannot... Activating another player's divers doesn't screw up their program. In the designer's variant, it does. I think I prefer not the designer experience. But that's me. That's how I play. Alright. Is it Steve's turn?
Steve's turn.
I think I should take a turn. I also don't have any money for some reason.
Can't blame me.
I'll try.
Ichi finished her dinner and is testing to see if the food toy has food in it, which it doesn't. But I just heard the food toy go in the bedroom.
Might as well check.
Yeah. You never know.
Um,
How to tell she's a corgi.
so I'm gonna use my X, and the X immediately bumps.
Yep.
So I'm gonna use
Don't worry about it.
my X on level 3
Good battery.
to get a white cube and a battery. And then I'm gonna complete a white, black, and blue contract
No! I mean, darn it.
for 3 points.
You said that.
That will go down, and I get 2 credits.
Nice.
Because I have that. And this. Let me do instant replace.
Yeah.
And actually, I'm gonna pay a battery.
Wow.
Pay a battery.
Yeah, but it just gives you 2 points and a credit.
Where's the battery?
I'm flush with batteries. Well, I guess I'll just use batteries. Ziggity. Well, Steve just did what I wanted to do. But
I guess you could say I impacted your divers.
Yep. Okay. Well, I can still get a contract, I guess. I will go ahead and do it's easy. I'm gonna go ahead and use propeller. So I'm gonna use my X to activate the level 2.
Right?
Yeah.
So that's a credit.
Yay! I need money. So I'm gonna use the propeller before it activates. I looked it up in the FAQ. I know what you're looking up. To move this down, so they switch position. So the green diver is who activates. So I get a green cube, which will let me do the blue and the green contract, which is only 1 point. However, I get another credit.
Cool.
So there's that. And I spend a green and a blue.
I appreciate you doing that.
My X goes, and then my green diver bumps.
Now I also am going to activate 2. And now I get a credit, which is nice. Spend 2 credits to get this. Gives me a white cube. Take a white cube.
Oh, I need to replace that.
And I'll spend this black and white cube to get a point and a credit. And then I get 2 credits for completing my contract.
Mm-hmm.
Ooh, the one of each contract.
Oof, yeah.
So 2 comes down. So then, is it when you place one on him, or is it when there's one touching him?
Both. So when there's one touching him, but there could be a situation where you put it on top of him if you spend the action to upgrade him, and then the key would go on. So that's why they specify both. But
It's touch or meet, yeah.
it's when they meet or when they overlap.
Okay.
Yeah.
Alright, my turn?
Yep.
My 4 is going to activate my scientist. My scientist is awesome. And my scientist is going to upgrade the hacker.
The scientist doesn't upgrade?
Hmm?
The scientist doesn't upgrade? Oh, sorry. Upgrade means circle diver.
Yeah, but upgrade this.
Okay. Well, I'm going to do something similar, but on level 3. So I activate level 3, which lets me actually upgrade my scientist for 2 credits.
Nice.
Which now makes my scientist free!
Awesome.
Oh, it's called improving, not upgrading.
Yeah, because upgrading is flip.
So this is improving.
Yeah. I'm improving with my scientist. My hacker! Because I'm running out of keys. And then my improved scientist.
I also am going to improve my diver. Do-do-do-do-do. And I will get a black cube, please. About 3. Is that what I'm doing? Yeah. And then, so now, this 3 is touching my hacker.
Yes,
So
so now...
all of these are going to go back.
Yeah, all your keys return.
Okay. This goes up. Okay.
Hey, love. Look, kitty. Oh, you're kitty.
Alright. I'm going to spend the battery for my weight diver to travel down 1 to level 5. And I'm going to activate level 5, put a weight cube on level 5.
You're going to activate the diver twice?
Hmm?
Level 5 is activated twice.
Another what cube?
Yes.
And those are different cubes.
Hey, Kabuki!
The 3, those are different colors.
Yeah.
And then that diver goes away forever, temporarily.
Yeah, not forever.
And then that meets my hacker.
Okay. I'm gonna go ahead and activate my spy. Which...
Only do once.
Yeah, because I only have enough credits for 1. So, I'll spend 1 credit to draw 4 contracts, and then I get to keep 1 privately. So, what do I want? Great question. I think I want that one.
You know what this reminds me of a little bit thematically? Remember that show we watched where people lived either on like ships or aircraft carriers, and there were things that lived in the ocean, and there were these like awesome robot suits? Remember that show?
No, I still don't know.
Can I spend multiple batteries to move a diver?
Yes.
So I can spend 2 batteries to move a diver twice?
Yes.
Yes, you can.
Okay. So move this blue diver down here.
Before he does that,
Oh,
all my keys come back because my hacker touches.
It is key to success.
I'm gonna spend the 3. I'm gonna spend $2 to upgrade this guy to his awesome side. So now I get a black and a. Wait, is that a black? What's this?
Oh, that's a neutral token.
Oh, yeah.
Ooh.
Yeah, you get a neutral.
It's nice. I like that. Do I like that?
Yeah.
I do.
Oh, sorry.
And then a blue token. But go ahead and keep it, because I'm going to spend 3 tokens.
The blue.
Keep it one of these.
Very nice.
2 points, please.
You 3 unique color, yeah?
Yep.
2 points for John who is green. Okay.
Alright, he goes up.
It's a cutthroat world of contracts.
My turn.
Okay, another one of these.
I'm going to use a battery to move the blue down to the bottom. And then I'm going to activate the blue twice, which is going to get me 2 blue tokens. Put it on there, and then I will complete this private contract from my hand. Which is a 2/2/1 for 5 points.
Wow.
Credit.
Wow.
Yeah.
Steve's good at these games.
Yeah.
Kabuki Kid played Azul for the first time yesterday. It was pretty good. Also, I should say, we learned recently that we taught Azul wrong. We were taught Azul wrong, which means that we taught Azul wrong on our stream. I'm sorry, everybody. Read the rules. Okay. I'm gonna activate my number 4. So I get a battery, and then I get another battery because the diver gives me a battery. And then I get a black cube. Yay! And then that diver heads back to the surface. Boop, boop.
Oh, Steve didn't get his points.
I mean, that's okay.
Race for
I
second.
thought you were letting Ichi out. Uh-huh.
I think I want to...
Yeah, but not everybody tells the internet that's how they should play it. My one criticism of this game so far is this is really great, but because the board's warped,
Yeah.
like my hacker and my mechanic slide around constantly. So I'm just actually going to put them on the board.
That's a good idea.
What?
I've decided
I like
maybe
it.
that's what they're supposed to do. I don't like they have a little tab.
But then it'll...
Yeah, it doesn't
hit
work
the-
with that.
Did you
I
show
think
how the
they're
board
actually they're actually supposed to go under the board somewhat.
No, I think they're. Did you show how
No,
it's
there's
recessed?
Oh, there's
there-
a thing underneath.
Yeah,
the board.
there is a thing, but because it spins, it doesn't actually
So
stay.
these are the spots for both of those.
Yeah, but because the boards are warped a little, it
And then
like
you've got all the spots on the front.
Okay, so I get 2 actions at the store.
mhm.
So I think I'll get a point. 1 cube for points.
Yeah.
And I'll get 2 credits.
Okay. Steve turn.
I'm gonna activate level 3.
Divers use the batteries to make it so that they don't have to resurface, which is like go up to the top and get out of order. And then they also can use their batteries to activate propellers, which lets them like rearrange. So, go ahead.
Oh, actually, yeah. So I'm gonna upgrade level 3. So I have an upgrade action, right?
Yep.
So I pay 2.
Yep.
Level 3 is upgraded, and then when I activate them, I get a credit back.
And green. Nice. Okay. I'm gonna use my key to activate my robot on level 4 again, which gets me another battery. I have so many batteries now. I have no credits. Why am I doing this? I can't do this. Never mind. I mean, I can. You can always do things that
Just gets you the bonus.
that
Yeah.
you may or may not use any action. Your diver would still resurface, but
Once you spend a battery, which... you
I mean, I
certainly
have plenty of batteries, so I can move it around. But I was really hoping to put a thing at that slot, which I can't. So that stinks. Instead, I will spend a battery to move the blue diver up to the level 4 slot, and then I will spend another battery to move the blue diver to the number 3 slot. I have no credits. Stop doing that, Tiffany.
I was
Okay.
also hoping for a punchline to that. Why do divers need batteries? It's a good question and a great setup for a joke.
Okay, now I'm gonna do the X to get a battery back, and then activate to get a blue cube. Ha 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 ha. Yeah. And then, yeah, I'll let that diver go back. Woohoo! So my X.
Alright, I'm gonna do 4 for a battery
Hey, Tony!
and a green cube. But keep the green cube and I'll get 2 points and a battery.
Nice. For which contract?
For this one. 2 points, please.
There you are. That's these points. Nice.
I am not doing well. Steve turn.
Yes. It is. I'm going to activate number 1, which is the scientist. I will get this awesome sponsor bonus of credit. And then I will immediately spend the sponsor bonus to once again move my account.
I will activate my scientist at level 1, which gets me a key back. So I'm gonna get my number 4 key back. Oh, we screwed up. I did an X activation. We should have shuffled.
Oh. So you're doing it twice then.
No, I'm doing number 1. Oh, yes, I am doing it
X,
twice.
yeah.
Yeah.
So then I shouldn't have gotten a battery. I should have been
We
able
can
to upgrade.
Yeah, if you want.
I'd love to.
Okay. Okay, so because I don't have to pick credits, it's great. So I'm gonna
That
activate.
mean I should also retcon my
If
word.
you want, I don't care. I'm gonna improve my hacker twice, and it's free for me because I've upgraded my scientist.
Mm-hmm.
So my hacker is fully upgraded, which means I now get my keys back. Yeah, boy.
Nice.
But my scientist still rotates. Boop. Actually, I'm gonna pay a battery because I'm flush with batteries and leave my scientist there. All right.
Leave that right there. I think I'm going to spend my X.
Oh, so Nerfensei says one option for the bad joke is a diver needs a battery in case they see a lanternfish. Yeah. Yeah.
The white cube, please.
That's a good one.
And by good we mean awful.
Well, yeah, they're synonymous as far as jokes are concerned.
Get all my stuff back.
I'm going to use my X to activate number 3.
Okay, you get a key back.
No, because the X immediately moves.
You're right. You get to do it twice.
I do, so I get 2 black cubes. This goes down, the black diver goes back up, and then these keys return. Tiff turn.
Yep. I'm gonna go ahead and activate level 4, which gets me a key back, but I have no keys, so that stinks. But before it hits the diver, I'm gonna spin a battery to activate the white diver's propeller.
What's gonna hit the diver?
So the key door hits the diver.
Ooh.
And I get a white cube.
Sounds painful.
Which lets me complete this private contract, which is for 2 blacks,
Nice.
a white, and a blue.
4 points. Ooh, another battery.
Another battery.
Got a nice little battery engine going.
Yeah, on accident. So then I get the 4 key, goes down here, it's locked, and then,
The one goes up. This one's
yeah, unless, I'm just flush with batteries. I'll go ahead and drop the white. Okay.
This is definitely making more sense to me on the second play that's not at 1 in the morning.
Spin a battery. Move the black cube down. That guy down. That's that guy. The diver.
Oh yeah, Steve's ruined me because
The black cube, please.
Steve will say like if something's really awful, like really sad and like not good, Steve will say, "Well, that's awesome." Like seriously. And then if something's like really good, like super amazing, this is awesome, like he'll be like, "Oh wow, that's super disgusting." Like, I'm not even kidding. Like, that is seriously...
Well,
so I use that vocab now, and at work, that gets me in trouble. Because I'll tell people, I'll be like, "Oh yeah, that game, it's super good, it's so disgusting." And they're like, "Wait, what?"
Like, okay.
Yeah,
yeah, I mean, it's, like, some of these things were, like, overly cute or twee, and it gives you a sort of visceral response where you're a little grossed out, and that sort of continues.
Yep.
There's an origin that makes sense. Like
so when
most
Steve says
superheroes.
something is really gross, or, like, disgusting, or bad, or awful, like, he means it's good. He means he really likes it. And when he says something is awesome, he means it's awful, and it's not. Like, it's
That's
not...
good to know.
Yeah, it's not good.
You're awesome.
Yeah.
Although, actually, I mean, it's not a recent thing. For a while, like, I usually try to look on the positive side of things. So if someone's just really not a great person, I'd say, like the best I could say about them is that they were like an okay person. You know, like they're all right. Like they're a good person.
Like, so like some people will see that as him saying like, yeah, they're a good person, but it's really him saying like, no, they're.
It's kind of like that southern thing of like, bless their hearts.
Yeah,
like,
it's kind of the bless their heart. Like I've got nothing good to say. Yeah.
I think the best way to say it is Steve is super cynical. And passive aggressive in his verbal signaling.
Tell me how you really feel. I'm gonna spend a credit to get some contracts. So 4 is gonna activate. Spend the contract.
Oh, here we go. Why do divers need batteries to charge the electric wheels?
That's a good one.
That's a good one. Yeah.
I can't read tonight. I'm like stumbling through reading. A backwards compliment. Yeah, that's so southern.
That is good.
It is to me. I will spend my darn it, Leroy Jenkins. I'm gonna spend my scientist at level 2, which gets me a battery, which is great. To upgrade or improve my mechanic because
Nice.
I have so many batteries. I should be using these stupid things. So there's that, and then do I want to just?
I feel like you have batteryitis.
No, I'm gonna have it. Well, the funny thing is like I have a lot of batteries, but I haven't figured out a good way to use them yet. But I'm hoping with the mechanic upgraded a little bit, I can be more efficient with it.
Let's spin the battery. Move this guy down. And I'll use an X.
Whoa, that's a lot of upgraded divers.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Remember when he was like, I'm going to spend all my
I'm
money?
going to spend all my money.
Yeah. It was to do that.
So I did an X to do this.
Great. Thank you.
You're welcome. Thanks. Now I'll take another battery. Back the batteries. A little blue cube. And then another one.
I wish I had a credit engine. That would be great.
Alright, well.
Oh no! Angela remembers Steve saying that she was awesome once.
Oh.
He meant that in a good way.
Context? It's all about context.
I think for the most part when he says something is gross or disgusting, and he means it in a good way, it's only with like people in real life. If that makes sense. Or like really good friends, like Tony. Like he says Tony is disgusting.
Only when Tony does something awesome.
Yeah, because Tony is super nice, and so when Tony does something super nice, Steve is like, "Oh, that's gross." Seriously, the first like week I was at work, I kept confusing my manager because I'd be like, "Oh man, that's so gross." Like, people were very confused.
I just like picture you two on a date, like Steve brings you flowers, like disgusting. Man, this cake, oh, it's disgusting.
No, he does that though. He'll be like, "Oh, this is so gross."
People are like, oh god, they must hate each other.
I hate this. Yeah.
This is the worst.
Steve's comment, yeah, this is the worst, like that. That's how he replies when I ask how the food is. Like, quite frequently that I cook him, he'll be like, "Oh, this is the worst," like, while he's shoveling it in his face. So, yeah. Has Tony ever been called disgusting? Yes, probably. I'm pretty sure.
Alright.
We have discussed you as being disgustingly nice. That is a fact.
Oh,
because it's true.
Crap, sorry, I didn't want to do that.
Is the X not going to give it to you? I've been holding on to that one
all night. Yeah. Yep. That was pretty fantastic.
Seeing that meant it was awful.
I'm seeing it now. I had no idea after all this time.
I'll just do this. Activate 3. 3 will get me a battery and the white cube. there. This goes up. 3 goes down. Tiffany's turn.
Well, I'm gonna do propeller action.
Are you using X?
No, I'm gonna use a 1. I get a credit from the sponsor, then I'm gonna immediately spend it to get private contracts.
Nice.
And then
The store, can you only buy or sell one thing, or can you do as much as you want?
one thing.
Wait, is that true?
One more thing. Yeah, I think it's 1.
The upgraded side, do you like get a +1 in your favor?
Gain 1 additional credit or 1 additional prestige when you sell, or spend 1 fewer credit when you buy.
That's cool.
Yeah. I'm gonna do
sell or buy when you sell.
this contract. And then
The only reason I did it twice is I had the double activation one.
boop,
Alright.
boop, and then I get my keys back. Yay!
$1 short. Oh well.
Day-
Do the
day
X.
late.
So this goes back, right?
Dogs aren't barking. Oh no. There's no dogs barking.
No dog's barking. Just quiet.
Sorry.
Oh, because you said X gonna give it to you.
Okay.
Yeah, that's
I don't
they
know.
were the metaphorical dogs, not the ones that were let out, but the ones that bark when.
I'm gonna spend 2 credits.
Tony can see you in red spandex with twin katanas. He does own a pair of hot pink booty shorts. Like legitimately. Before I even met him. Don't know why. But he doesn't have twin katanas. So that I would have been weirded out by.
2 more credits.
I couldn't get just one; they were a pair. You can't separate them.
We need to put a new one out.
Yep, I just did.
Yeah, I figured.
So I used that to get a green cube and spent 4 cubes to do the 4-point contract.
Also, I haven't posted that video
So it looks like
public.
the green ones are always points and the orange ones are always money.
So
That
that
would
would
make
help.
sense.
That's kind of
Okay.
what I was assuming.
Okay, cool. Steve turn.
So I have a question about contract completion.
You would probably.
I'm not sure.
Robots.
Uh,
So, for example, can I complete a contract that was just revealed on my turn? Like, it
Yes.
says when I've gathered all the resources.
It was revealed on my turn, so.
yes, because you can. So it says you can complete a contract at any point in your turn. You replace it as soon as you complete it. So you could complete multiple contracts in a
Okay,
single turn.
so I'm gonna complete the white and the green, which
Mhm.
gets me a point and a credit.
I'm so losing.
So that, and then
Does this refresh automatically?
Yeah.
I mean, not automatically. Immediately.
Yeah. It's not an end of turn.
and then
And then
we use the X on the 3.
That was our Amazon dot. Yes.
So I'm gonna activate the 3, getting another credit.
She's hooked into the surround sound.
Actually, and then I got 2 credits for completing one on that level, right? So then, activating this, I will get a blue, and then I will do a blue and a black to complete this credit for a point and a credit.
I feel like he cheated, but I wasn't paying attention. So.
Oh, we totally cheated.
Thanks.
And do I get 2 more credits for that? Yes.
Was it on the same level?
Yeah.
Okay. How are you getting? Oh, because you did a 2x. I'm so confused as to how.
I got a credit.
Yeah.
I got 2 credits, 1 from the contract.
Jeez, look at all those credits.
And then I got 2 more credits, and then 1 from the contract.
But how did you complete 2 contracts?
Because I had it
Crap ton of
already.
cubes there.
But you can have 4 max.
Yeah, so I completed that one with the cubes that were already there.
Got
added
it.
a blue cube, and then completed that one.
So
I got.
did you already have a black? Did you have 2 blocks there?
Yeah.
Or did you? Okay.
So I got
I
a
trust
total
you.
of 7 credits. Yeah,
That was.
that's what I would call gross.
That was gross.
See, it was gross. Yeah, it's inaccurate
That's an appropriate use of that
phrase.
phrase. Yeah.
I'm gonna go ahead and activate level 3, which gets me a single credit. Cause I'm broke. And then I will get a green cube, which is great. Yes. And then I'll let the green diver go.
You'll let the green diver go?
Yeah, he's fired.
The green diver did so much for you.
You really did.
You have no employee loyalty?
Come green cube, please.
Yes.
He went to get oxygen, get a breath of fresh air. Just let him do.
That's just what you're telling the other divers.
Upstate.
Yeah. Okay. Steve.
You're done. Well,
there are certain games that Steve just like gets in like an idiot savant kind of way.
Wow.
And this is apparently one of them.
So let's spend a credit to. Okay, so this is interesting. This is a May bonus, right? Because I actually don't want to do that. Because if I returned one, I wouldn't get to refresh. So
they're random.
I'm gonna pay a credit.
The divers are randomly placed
This
for
goes
each player.
down. These all go back because I don't want it to refresh. And then my hacker moves up to max.
Okay. I'm gonna spend.
I guess actually that would have worked because I was upgrading.
I'm gonna use an X.
Improving.
So this is really funny. Are you ready? Watch. So I use an X and it shuffles. Right?
You're doing
and I'm
exactly
doing it
what I'm
on
gonna
level
do.
3, which gets me a key back. And the key, because it's slid over, goes in the spot.
Nice.
That's like, it's designed that way. It's so cool.
Nice.
And then, before the key hits the dock,
There's this, like,
the diver,
slow-mo.
yeah, it's like moving. I'm gonna spend a battery, so the blue diver propels the black one out of the way, and then so that he's the one that gets with the key, and then he gets. There's a whole like story. There's like
a sequence.
yeah. If this was an anime, this would be like a 5-minute animated scene of just this part of the turn, and then he activates. So when the diver activates, I got the blue cube, yay! And then I do a contract, yay! Okay, look, I get points. Not a lot. I only get 3 points and then no bonuses. Because if you have to get a robot down that far. It's cool. And then my X key is used and goes down. So there we go. And then I will let my blue diver go. Ooh.
Really? Both of them?
They're on my uncle's farm, according to Tony. They're fine.
Did we not watch this Gargantia on the Verdura's planet?
No. Oh yeah! Well, I want to watch that again.
Yeah, it was
That's
good,
really
right?
good.
Yeah.
That was really good. They don't pick up scraps at the bottom of the ocean.
Don't they though? Because they like live on like floating ships and they like go salvage stuff.
I guess they do, yeah. And
Yeah.
then the giant robot showed up. I want to watch that again. It was really
Yeah,
good.
it was good, right?
Good.
Yeah.
Anyway,
That was
should see if it's on Crunchyroll.
That was the silliest Google search ever. It was just like mechs, underwater anime robots, mechs, water anime, ocean.
They should have gotten a
ships.
license for this game, and it would have sold nowhere. But it's
4 for a credit. And
I'm sorry.
Spend that credit. If it is the max, which then brings all of my.
Tony says that this game clicked immediately with him too. So
Not-
can
yeah.
be idiots savants together. I'm kidding.
I mean, I won't say idiot savant because I was having trouble last night.
No, but
When
you
we were
still
playing.
kicked my butt.
Yeah.
And it wasn't last night, it was 2 nights ago.
Okay.
Steve was like doing this. And he's like yawning and he has a head cold. Like he's spent the entire day cocooned on the couch.
Activate level.
Like he's
3.
miserable. And I'm like, we don't
Bring
have to
him
play
back
a full
again.
game. I just want to see what it's like.
Okay,
And he
then
like got
credit.
so into it that he was upset that I didn't want to play the full game. And then when we finished, I was like, I'm going to bed. And he was just like, he thought I hated the game, and I was like, no, I don't hate the game. I really like the game, but I'm really tired, and I don't want to be up. And like, you enjoyed it, and like, I was just
You're
like,
sure.
I was over an hour ago. Like, it was a whole thing.
This is
Yeah.
really interesting.
Right?
this
It's
is-
super
God.
interesting.
It is clicking with me in a way that it was tough for me playing Bunny Kingdom. I liked Bunny Kingdom.
Oh yeah, Steve
I was
did
having a
not get Bunny
struggle.
Kingdom.
Uh,
I got Bunny Kingdom.
You did, but their scores were still pretty close.
Yes, they were very close.
Within like what, 20 points?
Basically. Yeah. Which, you know,
It's a high
given
scoring
the
game,
bunnies is, you know, not bad. I'm gonna go ahead and spend the 3, which gets me a key back, which gets me my X. Woohoo! And
You
then I
got
get
it.
a black cube.
Mhm.
And then I'm gonna spend my last battery. Oh wait, no, this guy should be upgraded. Oh no. Yeah, he got flipped at some point because I totally had him upgraded.
We believe you.
I spent a battery to get it back. That's what he was part of my battery farm. That sounded
So
wrong.
either you go to your uncle's farm or to the battery farm. I think
I like him,
Is
so
this the
he's
Matrix?
at the battery
Yeah,
farm.
yeah.
So he's staying at the battery.
you need to look up your
Battery
reviews on
farm.
the Better Business Bureau.
Alright, I'm gonna do 2 to get 2 black cubes. Which go ahead and keep because I'll spend.
No,
Green.
John! Was Bunny Kingdom okay?
For
Steve?
3 points, please.
3 points. Bunny Kingdom was really interesting. We were too tired to do. I was too tired to count out the cards for the 2-player draft because it sounds easy. It's you have a hand of 10 cards. You draw a card, play a card, and discard a card, and I probably screwed it up almost every other turn. It felt like
It was pretty bad.
that was
yeah.
tough for me when I was tired.
I watched you do it once. It's because you would draw at the end of your turn. Because you're like, oh, I played a card, and then you would draw, and then you would pass me the hand. And I was like, no, that's not. Yeah.
That's
cool.
prestidigitation, as they call it.
I liked
I
Bunny
know.
Farm,
We
but I
don't.
feel like Bunny Farm. One, you don't realize the board is small for Bunny Farm. The board is basically the size of like a player board versus market board. That's how small the Bunny Farm board is. And then you fill it with bunnies. And I just can't imagine trying to play it 4-player because like trying to just track my fiefs and Steve's fiefs. Granted, it was 1 a.m., but trying to track those at the same time, it was a lot for me. And so I was like 4-player would be a nightmare. Or Bunny Kingdom, sorry.
Let's activate level 4. Spend 2 credits for Der Robot. Oh, I also get a credit. And then let's get a white cube. Yeah, a white cube. And then my explorer goes away.
Well, this is a game of awful catch up for me. I'm gonna activate nothing. I'm gonna spend a battery to propel my Spy 2, because that's how far I can propel. And then I'm gonna use a credit to activate, and then activate level 2, which lets me activate twice. What do you have on level 2? Black cube and a battery.
White cube.
White cube. Not helpful. Ooh, actually. Not helpful. I guess I could get the black cube and the battery. Yeah, actually. I'm gonna spend the credit to use John's level 2 diver to get a black cube and a battery.
Yeah, the Bunny Kingdom scoring was a little crunchy at the end, but I think also because we were tired, we avoided some of the parchment cards that were like more interesting or more interactive effects.
I didn't.
And by we, I mean me. No, they're cards like copy another player to your left or to your right scoring thing, and I just was in 2-player you can discard cards, and I was just discarding those. I'm like, I don't even want to mess with copying somebody else's scoring cards.
Yeah, this would be really good roleplayed in the Abyss universe.
Yes, this would be great in the Abyss. Or in a slightly more lighthearted or campier would be what was the underwater like quest series? It was sort of like
Johnny
underwater Star. No, it was like underwater Star Trek that had what was his name?
I don't know.
It had the one of the it had the sheriff from Jaws as like the submarine captain. There's somebody out there that knows what I mean.
No one knows ever what you mean.
Oh man.
I've never had enough credits to activate my robot to get me credits. It's a problem.
I'm gonna use the X to activate level 3. Yep, which means I can activate number 3 twice. So I can activate anybody else's number 3.
Sequest!
Sequest, thank you.
Oh, there you go. Anybody else's number 3?
What? Yeah.
Oh, which is mine.
So I could activate. Actually, both of you have the same one at number 3.
Oh, Steve, you're not doing that.
I know.
Damn it.
I was tempted. And
I know.
No.
I thought you were going for that, and I stopped going for it.
First, I'm gonna pay a credit.
Oh man, I used to do scuba
2,
diving.
3.
You can't do both actions.
Could go scuba diving all day, and then in the
You
evening.
can do one or the other.
Yeah.
Oh, but it's a 2 activation.
Oh, sorry.
Yeah. So you'd pay 2 credits.
What? No, it's 1 credit. I'm
Per
paying 1.
activation.
Yeah, I'm doing 1 first. You do 1 and then the other.
Anyway, yeah, go scuba diving all day, and then come back and play Otys and Abyss.
That's fair. I would do it.
No, it's your diving or not.
Let's do that. Then
And then
I would like to spend a credit to activate either your or John's divers.
doesn't matter. Though in the advanced game, you would be paying
battery,
us one of
not
us
a
a credit.
Hmm?
It's a battery, not a credit. That you've had
Oh.
that battery.
No, but you pay.
You
No,
pay
you-
a credit,
you
but
got-
you
you
picked
took
up.
a-
Oh, yeah.
There you go.
So I
Label that
don't.
money.
I don't get a credit. I get a battery. This is also confusing.
Okay. I'm gonna
Only
go ahead
slightly.
and use my X to activate
Every
level
time,
2.
every time I hear that,
Which is now an upgrade, which I can't afford.
I just feel like maybe you should just cut that tile out of your life. You know, I just don't think it's fair to just indiscriminately use that. Just no contact.
Great.
You know?
I'm gonna do that. I get the white, and then I can
Yep.
complete the 2 whites and a black contract
For 2 points.
for 3 points.
Oh, 3 points, sorry.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Hey, look, I caught up for
Yay!
like a minute. And then my keys will all reactivate. But I'm actually gonna spin the battery to keep the diver there because I feel
Yeah, makes sense.
keeping your cube divers low.
Yeah.
When you have a battery farm is an okay idea.
Yeah. Keep your cube divers low.
I'm gonna take
and
2
your,
whites.
Enemies closer.
Something like that. So this was a collaboration between
Wait, I used this one, didn't I?
the French publisher. Yes, you did. The French publisher. Les. How do you say this? Libula.
Libelua?
Libelua.
Libelua.
It's a D on the one.
Oh, Libelude. Okay, that sounds more French.
Yeah,
I was like, that doesn't
Libelude.
sound right as an A.
And Libelude is really well known for doing like really freaking gorgeous art. So
I'm
yeah.
gonna activate 4, which will get me a black key.
The-
but it activates twice.
The theme of the game is like,
2.
in regards to what you're doing, I mean, it makes sense, but it's not insanely engaging.
That goes to-
But the art, like, takes it up to, like, level 12.
and then that's me.
Oh,
It's just super well done.
I did do that.
Yeah, you definitely need to make sure to do the procedural steps in this game.
Yeah. It's easy to miss.
Whoa, way to
Lung
Yeah.
capacity.
Yeah.
Sorry.
Damn.
way to throw off the
there
economy
was
there.
there was a black string on the table, I swear. Great. I'm going to.
I'm glad you remembered watching the Gargantua show.
Well, you had to show me the picture.
Yeah.
Hmm.
Yeah, I did watch a lot of Sequest as a kid because that was one of the things that just ended up on network TV and we didn't have cable, and that was pretty heavily in rotation. I think it was
I'm
network.
gonna activate my scientist at level 1 to get credit, and then to improve my mechanic,
Nice.
and then slide everybody down. Oh, one key gone forever.
Let me get 2 black cubes, please.
I
So
can find them.
Wait,
What
no,
is-
actually, never mind. 2 blue cubes.
What is on everybody's Christmas play
my turn?
wish list?
Yes.
What are you hoping to play this holiday season?
Activate number 3, which
Yeah.
is going to get me a battery. Which is going to get me a blue cube. This goes back up to the surface. 3 goes down, and then I complete the black, blue, and green for 3 points.
Wait, I was on 11. How did I get up to 7?
Wow, you were on
You
top
blew.
of mine.
How? No, but seriously, because I had 8 points, and then I got 3 more.
Yeah.
But how did I end up on 7?
Hello, and blue, didn't
Oh,
Oh,
when you
it
blew.
fell
Yeah,
over.
because actually I
You should have way more points, or
I
not?
should have
Maybe I don't know.
9,
You know.
10, 11, 12, 13, 14.
Well,
Yeah. Okay. So I was.
Oh, you
just-
are on 11.
I
yeah.
was super strong blowing the power.
Oh,
Sorry.
and then I was also, and I just got 3
Yeah.
points, yeah.
Yeah, I blew you away.
Oh, and then because I completed a contract on level, I got check agreements.
I want the market to be useful to me, and it's just not.
I know.
The market, it feels just because it's expensive until people fill it up. It seems like it's
Well, and I was like, I would fill it, but there's
Stuff.
nothing at that level.
my
so...
shopkeeper has just stayed at level 5 the whole game.
Me too.
Yeah, my robot as well has just been down there. So yeah, that's
Because level 4 gives you 5 cubes. The max contract is 5 cubes. I think maybe there's some 6s, but that basically as long as if you were just cycling to level 4.
Yeah.
I will
Yeah.
activate. I'm gonna go ahead and.
Oregon Captain asked, it feels like an advanced century.
I'm gonna. Yeah.
Collecting cubes to buy points for cards. Feels much more complicated than that.
Yeah, Century is so easy.
In the sense though
I'm
that
gonna activate.
you're using your divers and you can't use them until later,
I mean,
in the
if you-
same way you're using your
Yeah.
century hand.
But
I
if your
guess.
cards like laid down in a way that you had to pick up in the same order and play them in that order.
Yeah, I think that's
then-
kind of because it's
yeah.
like if you spent all of your divers, then you could pick them back up and use whichever one you wanted. That would be, I guess, maybe the
Activate level
closer to
3
century,
get
and
2
then this,
batteries,
this the
a
order is
black
very important.
cube.
Um,
Actually, no, hang on, watch. So I activate it to. I activate it, get a battery for the sponsor. Then with that battery, the green diver is gonna go.
Nice. We got double movement.
Boom.
nice.
I have triple.
Triple,
movement
yeah.
with it.
Triple movement. Damn.
Yeah, but then the green diver is gonna dock and be the one to drop the cube, and then that comes down, and then green will go up.
Very nice.
I might be off base, but if I said Century plus Bonanza, just in the sense that Bonanza has the ordered hand.
Oh wait, crud! No, the green one can't go back out. No, it's fine. Whatever. I don't care anymore. All right.
I'm gonna spin an X
Very nice.
to get to spin on 4 to get a blue cube and another X. I've got an X engine apparently.
I mean, yeah, but if
And I'll
you
get a
don't
blue
move your
cube, but
keys back,
then I'll spend all of these to get 5 points.
1, 2,
Just
3,
18.
4, 5, which is going to trigger the end.
Yeah.
This round.
So you each have one more turn.
I will use my X
Oh no.
And then I will spend 2 credits to upgrade that diver, which will do the unlock thing, which I don't really care about. That's fine. But I'll activate that, and then I'll get me a white cube. I guess I won't do the thing, but then I'll do the 3-2.
Yeah.
For that.
A point.
And then 2 credits.
Nicely played.
Mm-hmm.
And then that goes down, and then there's all the fish. Yeah, the returning the unlock isn't super helpful, I think, once you get.
I know, that's why I have so
Once
many
you
of
get
these
to 3,
X's.
yeah.
'Cause my hackers-
Are you max? Yeah.
Yeah.
Well.
And sometimes you want that X.
Mm-hmm. To manipulate the.
Yeah.
Okay.
Which is cool because you have more, so you can use it whenever you want. So that's
True.
cool.
But you have to clear this. Oh, can you do it even though you have a spot there?
No,
Well, activate
the space has to be
5.
cleared.
Yeah.
Doesn't
and
matter.
you do lose it once you use it.
I get a battery. Because I'm working towards the future. I don't. The game's over, but I'm like in 2 turns.
we're only thinking
I'll
about
be able.
short-term thinking, which is what led the sea levels to rise and
That's
cover
right.
up the cities in the first
How
place.
can I make a profit now?
You're thinking long-term. We're just thinking about the next quarter's scrap
Yeah.
prices.
Yeah. Yep. Who made the world burn? All right.
Yeah. Who
made the world? I forget what it is. The quote. And that's Otys, and this is John, and I put him in.
Yeah, there's the
our
Bowie
stats.
song. I think the man who sold the world, but this was from Doctor Who, right? Who burned the world? Or...
No, it's Mad Max Fury Road.
Mad Max Fury Road. That's right.
It's just totally
Doctor
the same
Who and
thing.
Mad Max would be a great crossover. That would.
Oh man,
It's like a 2-parter. I don't know. I think
Tiffany did not get 18 points. Tiffany got 11 points.
Very nearly got 7.
Thanks, honey. Okay, so one of the things that with this game is you have to spend some amount of your turn, figuring out a good order of operations for your divers that makes sense and works for what you're trying to accomplish.
Yeah.
And I accidentally stumbled upon a battery engine sequence with my divers in line with the sponsored ones, because the sponsored ones are always randomized, and then your starting ones are always randomized. So you're trying to you can't shuffle this one. All you can do is change the flippy, but this one you can shuffle. So I feel like it's that the one of those games where you're you have to shuffle tiles to get a good sequence, and then you have to activate in the correct sequence to maintain the engine that you want to achieve contracts, and that I just apparently am not great at right now. So yeah,
it's nice that there's a mechanic where you can draft your own private contracts, because it'd be very frustrating to be working turn after turn for a contract and have someone take it.
Well, especially, and this goes up to 4, right? So it would just in a 4-player game. It would
it's
just be
that was the only
more.
way to get them.
that'd be awful.
Yeah, in a 2-player game, there were only 2, and that also felt kind of right. We could compete over either of the ones out there, and you could spy on the other person's board, or you could do your personals.
Yep.
I didn't use the contract thing very much in the first game, and so this game I was I do want to use it more.
Yeah,
and
I only got
helps.
2, and I only completed 1.
Yeah, I realized the speed at which I was building private contracts is what I should have been doing all the time, but I didn't upgrade my spy, which would give me the private contracts, and then I just should have done that.
Yeah.
Anyway,
These upgrade tiles were amazing.
Yeah, those were really nice.
Yep.
I had a couple of those too.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And that got both of us, I think,
A lot of credit.
yeah, I feel like if you have to spend the credits early on things that will get you credits, and I did not do that.
Yep.
I spent the credits on things that get me batteries, and so I was flush with batteries.
Which gives you a lot of flexibility, and then with your
It
hacker,
does.
you were recycling very quickly.
I had a lot of flexibility, but I could not use that in a way that mattered.
But that is something I really like in a game like this, is we can try different paths, and they can just, it's not whoever does the one thing more quickly. So
Yeah, and there could be, so somebody, I forget who asked at the beginning, I think it was Heather, if the divers are randomized for everybody or if they're the same for everybody. And I think that if you wanted to play a more, like, strictly strategic one, you could play where everybody, like, somebody randomizes theirs and then everybody matches.
Copies, yeah.
But that would be, like, I feel like that would be a very even way to start everybody off at the same footing, which I think would make sense if, like, maybe you've played a lot.
Yeah, or that's like a tournament.
Yeah, because I feel like if you played this enough, you would start to already see, like, good sequences and combos of, like, positions of where you want stuff. So, yeah, if we played this to that level, where we're like, well, you only won because your blue diver was next to your green diver on the sponsor tile with the money, then, like, then do it where everybody starts with the same.
And or especially for those first turns, someone might be upset about that.
And actually, if you played this game with somebody who is one of those kind of people, maybe just do it that way the first time too. I don't know, but
it does seem like the second game makes a lot more sense after the first game. So, like, I feel like it took a game to just at least figure out stuff to do.
It didn't take you a game to figure out stuff to do.
Sorry, it took a game to figure out what I should have done on my first moves.
Yeah, there you go. Yeah.
Yeah, I appreciate the mobile game because that wasn't bad.
Yeah. The name is just, it's just a French, it's just Otys. It's just the French spelling for Otys.
It's the name of the colony is what the blurb at the beginning says.
Yeah, it's just a cool name.
I thought the man who sold the world was David Bowie.
So the advanced play, you play with the sponsor tiles on their advanced side. Actually, in the advanced play, you randomize it at all. So, like, it could be a basic. Yeah. So, this sponsored slot is you don't activate the diver, I believe. Or no, you don't have to pay.
Don't pay the cost,
to activate the diver. This one is you can take a diver who is on the top of your stack and put them at the bottom.
So that moves everyone before you activate then.
Yeah.
Interesting.
This one is you can pay 2 credits to upgrade any diver who is above the surface.
Oh, wow.
And then this one...
You get a point?
Yeah. Well, you always get a point when you upgrade a diver, which I forgot about, and I would have 2 more points. And John forgot about and would have ended the game sooner.
That's really 4 people.
Yeah.
You get a point when you
upgrade. We played that wrong.
So you might have won then.
Yeah.
Potentially. But you also had a...
I also had
it would have been ended sooner, probably.
Yeah.
Yeah. This one is,
Get a battery or pay a battery to move a cube, it looks like.
I think that's the shop. Let's look that one up.
Yeah.
Oh, it does have the same symbol.
Actually, I just want to point out, I think, this little dive bot right here that's holding the, like, bag.
Yeah.
Oh, where is it? There. That would be a good, like, Pixar candidate. The little drone robot.
Yeah, the ocean version of WALL-E. Actually, they should make a WALL-E sequel.
That's like a little
that is the ocean bot.
WALL-E.
Can they do that? Disney, I know you watch this. Could you?
All of Disney watches.
Yeah, all of Disney watches my streams. Could you make a WALL-E sequel starring the ocean bot, like, colony? That would be great.
Yeah.
It's a great sequel.
And at the end, have them come up to the surface and find humans that are there with WALL-E colonizing. Okay, anyway. The battery sponsor upgrade is gain 1 battery token or spend a battery token to move a resource of your choice from the activated diver's level to any other level and vice versa.
Oh, wow.
Which would have been amazing.
So that's interesting. I wonder if some of those advanced things are making it more flexible, but also making it less restrictive.
Yeah.
That's my first...
Because, like, upgrading divers not in their level.
Oh, no. So I did that wrong. So it was backwards. So the advanced of the sponsor number 3, the lock one, is resurface your level 5 diver before you activate your normal diver.
Oh.
So you'd shift your whole board down 1 and then activate your normal diver.
That makes sense.
Down.
Oh, and that's an always. That's not an or. That's just always resurface.
Well, that's that sponsor one.
You have to.
Yeah.
No, it's a may.
It's a may.
All of these
but
are a may.
You don't get the option of that block thing. You don't.
Yep.
Like the number 5 is battery.
When it's up,
anything.
when it's the advanced side, you don't get the other option.
That would totally change the play.
Oh yeah, for sure.
That's nice.
Because that's, I guess, it's like playing an X tile. It's like shuffling on your own divers. Yeah.
The rules are super well written. There are a lot of really good examples in the rules. My only critique is I wish there was a more concise page that described the player turns. That's all I want.
Overview.
Yeah, because they have one on the like third page, but it's not well positioned in its paragraph form. It's not bullet point form. I'm just critiquing rulebooks now.
And I wonder if they even could have done like a little player aid on the
Something like
board.
that, yeah. The iconography is
Or
really
card.
straightforward,
Yeah.
and it's used consistently throughout. But just a simple reminder, like, we totally shouldn't have forgot to upgrade our divers. Like, it's on the flippin' token, but
it
we
has
still
a
forgot.
giant point symbol. Yep.
Yeah,
It does.
Can
yeah,
you switch to the overhead cam?
yeah. I'm pointing to the overhead. Hey, I'm not there yet. Hang on. Where's my
Where did mine
mouse?
go?
There we go.
Oh,
My
okay.
mouse wasn't even connected. You just went straight overhead.
Yeah. So
Just- there we go.
that's
you
the
had
adorable
it.
diver. Yep.
Right there. Okay, stop moving the box.
I'm trying to make it seem like everybody's underwater.
Okay.
But
Success.
no, that's the adorable little diver.
Yeah, can we
drone
just have
thing.
like a colony of them?
Yep.
And they're trying to clean up the ocean together, and maybe something really precarious is happening. Like maybe there's a competing organization that is coming in and cleaning up their scrap junk.
And their drones are not cute.
And their drones are not cute.
They are
no,
not
their
the
drones are
competing
aggressive.
organization.
Hi.
They're disgusting.
Anyway, yeah. You know, call me Disney. We'll play right. Okay. So the other nice thing is like everything on this game is just nice.
Yeah.
The insert, the
well
art,
produced.
the art quality, it's well produced. It feels like a $50 game, which is what the MSRP is.
Yeah.
Because it's that size box.
I would guess the reason
that size box.
I would guess the reason the player boards are warpy is because they did have to glue 2 sheets.
Sure.
And we are in a humid state. Let's also point that one out. But like this is a nice gem of the insert that like John didn't realize for like not this John.
Oh.
John gets games. John incidentally did not get that this game had this opening door insert.
Yep, it opens
like
the
2
door
months.
to a world of adventure.
Yeah.
Wait, did you tell John about it? And he
No,
went, "Whoa,"
somebody
or-
tweeted about it, and he was like, "I've had that game for 2 months, and I've played it 4 times, and I never noticed that."
Yeah.
And then I replied with, "Maybe you don't get games." And then
It's
and then
it's the new hot thing in games is you hide components in a part, and then somewhere in the rules you say, "Oh."
Okay. Tony was getting seasick, so good job,
Oh.
Steve. But yeah, I put the player pieces in here because that way I know whenever we play, we need everything from here, and then we only need to pull things out of the locker, like the Otys locker for the players. This is, I don't know what this exists. This could have been a player aid. I'm so annoyed. So this was in the punch board, and this is the designer and the illustrator, and it's just a big blank white tile that I think probably was supposed to be the player aid.
No, but you know when you say, "Man, I wish this player aid was better," that's your
I can
your
just
opportunity.
write one
Yep.
now. Maybe
Just
that's what they were
Zero
doing.
bar.
Archival ink, you
Yeah.
know,
There's like literally no reason for that to exist.
for cards and stuff.
Yeah.
It's all just one bag.
Yeah, it's because they're all different enough. And the game, I can't remember. I did not come with bags. I had to bag myself. Yeah. Shoop. So that's Otys, designed by Claude Lucchini.
And
Lucchini?
there's tile.
No, that's the.
Paul Mayafon and Claude.
I was looking
Lucchini.
up how to pronounce it. Okay. Thank you for tuning in and watching. And also thank you to those on Twitter who suggested that Steve and I would enjoy it, including you, Tony.
Mhm.
And somebody on Twitter was like, they bought it specifically because they had played it 2-player and it was amazing. And they like bought it to play it 2-player, which I agree with. Having played it 2-player and 3-player now, The only thing that adding John did was frustrate me more. So
So you're saying you would prefer the solo variant?
maybe. Actually, no. Like legitimately, I think because I'm having such a time wrapping my head around this one.
That could be soloed.
I
Easy.
actually would not mind playing this a solo variant. With this one, which you could, yeah.
Just figure out an alternate action for the target and the player.
Yeah. Well, maybe you have like maybe you have another dive board.
Oh, so when you target, maybe it cycles.
Yeah, maybe a 4 cycles or something. I did not win. Steve won. Sorry, Steve won by 1 point.
Yep.
Asterisk game because we were not giving points for upgraded divers. So, yeah. But there we go. So sad. Yes. Oh, yeah, Tony thinks that the tile was supposed to be a player aid, but then language dependencies.
Oh.
But, like, if you're publishing it in French and English, put French on one side and English on the other.
Yeah.
You have 2 sides. The rulebook is in English, so I understand, like, the punches... I get it. Okay. Anyway.
That's a good point.
Yes. This is Otys. We enjoyed it. The art is very nice. It's very thematic. It's very well done. I think that there's a lot of replayability and just like, for me at least, in the combos and trying to figure out how best to prepare my engine. Also to like play with different of the sponsored bonus sections and then like the upgrading of different things. Yeah.
I think it's a good example of a game where the core mechanic is thematic enough that it can be a very thematic game without having that like trashy, like very fiddly, maybe card power dependent element. Like it's very thematic and
it's very fiddly. As a game, this is a fiddly game.
It's fiddly.
Yeah, you're fiddling with a lot of stuff on your turn. The difference is that they knew that, and they designed very good player boards to reduce the fiddliness and turn it into more of a novelty. Like, the sliding of the keys, you're like, why are we doing this? And you're like, because it's fun! Like,
well, and plus, like, the moving the divers sort of feels like manipulating divers, and they go back to the... Like, it makes sense. If you explain to them, oh, you move it, they go back to the surface, is almost an easier way to explain it to someone than just, oh, well, you just bump them to the top.
Right.
Because you do.
And the fact that everything's in a tray, it's easy to just... You're not worried about screwing everything up, because there's only so many ways that things can move.
Yep.
So that's always nice.
Yeah, I wonder if in like early versions or prototypes, like if they slid them up, it would like knock cubes and everybody would just shake their fists.
Yeah.
So they just.
I'm surprised they didn't insert the cubes.
Yeah, and I think it was.
Yeah. I mean, it was fine.
It was fine.
It's fine. But
yeah, I think it was
that's
very
the deluxe version.
That's the
Deluxe.
Yeah, it was very thematic and evocative. So.
It's a Steve game because it's in an ocean and they're wearing spacesuits.
Well, water suits.
But they look like spacesuits.
That's true.
Which is Steve game.
They're under pressure.
Dun, 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 dun.
Speaking of David Bowie.
Yep. Yes, and Steve did wear in a thematic shirt. It says Captain Awesome.
That was actually accidental. Captain Awesome.
Yeah, and he means it in the way that he says awesome. No, I'm kidding. Sorry, that was really loud in everybody's ears.
Okay, just yet again, I'm glad we have the decibel dampening.
Yeah, it's turned on now. Okay, thank you for tuning in and watching this stream. Okay,
let's all hold our breath.
We
first turn was a little light.
We will not.
I won't deny that.
Steve and I are currently not planning to stream on Thursday because Thursday we will be traveling. Dun, da, dun, da, da. Not via water. We'll be doing. There's no large bodies of water where we're going because we're going to Colorado. So yeah, I don't think we're going to be streaming Thursday. Sorry, y'all. I do not believe we're going to be streaming after Christmas, but we might. It kind of depends. We're going to be hanging with my family. And they are a hoot, and maybe I can convince them to play Feelings with us, which would be hilariously blush-worthy. So there's that. Who knows? I'll bring a basic tripod and at least one camera, and we'll see. But I don't think we might stream Tuesdays.
Kabuki asks if they should back Nemo's War.
I've been debating that too.
It's the reprint?
Yeah.
People really like it, I guess.
I heard
There's one copy at Red Castle just sitting on a shelf.
I was very
Yeah.
I was very tempted to get it,
Yeah.
and I read somebody's criticism on Board Game Geek. I haven't played it at all, but they said you get really into it and it's really awesome. However, pretty much everything you do comes down to a bell curve 2d6 roll, and if you know that going into it, you'll love it and you'll be okay with it. And if that's the kind of thing that frustrates you, that everything you do is just bell curve 2d6.
Are they?
There's some mitigation.
Yeah, I guess there's mitigation, but that's what I heard. So I was just kind of like, well, I'll think about it. And that's now I've thought about it enough that it's come up for a reprint. So,
I mean, there's a copy sitting at Red Castle on a shelf. Just saying.
is it sad?
I mean, there were
sad,
two
googly
copies,
eyes on
and
it?
they were sad. And then one guy came in and he was like, "I've been looking flogging everywhere for this." So he bought it, and now there's just one. But
Now it's extra sad.
now it's actually
He didn't buy
all
both?
alone. No, it's all alone.
So he split up the pair.
Yeah.
And then,
He wasn't like you with the katanas. Anyway, I was gonna say this, but then I asked about Nemo's War, and it turns out they both are interested in that, which was my mistake. I think by the time you set up in Top Montana, I would be back.
Sure.
Yeah.
Yeah?
Let's do that.
That would work.
Okay,
And
we're
then
gonna do Montana.
That'll be a great.
Okay, so we're gonna do a bonus stream. If you're watching live, just hang out in the chat, hang out amongst yourself. We'll be back up in like 5 minutes. Well, they'll be back up in 5 minutes to teach and set up Montana by Rudiger Dorn, published by White Goblin Games. And then we will play that, and then if we finish it, it's a super fast game. And if we finish that in time, we will do a triple bonus stream of Topiary. Yeah.
Cool.
Alright.
Okay.
If you're not watching live, you should, this was probably edited. There was chunks of a conversation missing. Anyway, I'm going to a game store to get a game because they want it.
Those are.
Is this the first on-stream purchase?
Yes! This is the first time Tiffany called a game store and said, "Hey, it's Tiffany. Can you pull this game for me?" Like, literally that happened. So there's that.
Wow.
It's real. I can do that at
Well done.
3 game stores in this town. That's like it's a sad truth. So yeah, anyway. Something else, we'll be back. You should hang out with us live.
Yeah.
And
There's
we'll
some
see you all later.
exclusive conversation bits you only get if you're live.
That is very true. I've been editing out personal details in the last however.
Yep.
We will try and do Nemo's War soon. Actually, this is a really weird idea, but John could stream it solo if he so desired
Good.
while we were out of town.
Whoa.
So that'll be next week.
Mhm.
I'll think about that.
If you want, we have a house sitter, and
Yeah.
we could just be like, "Hey, we have a friend. He has
Don't worry about it.
He has a
Yeah.
key to the house. He's gonna come. He's gonna play a board game live on the
Talk to
internet."
people on the internet about it.
And then just leave.
And then he'll leave, and it'll be fine. You know what? Hilariously enough, I think she'll be okay. We'll talk about that more later.
Okay.
We'll make it work. We'll be back. Okay, hang out in the chat.
I
All
will
right.
also say streaming solo is harder when it's only one person streaming. The solo streams are easier with 2 or 3, I think.
Well, yes, for you.
Yeah.
Yeah. I solo stream all the time. All right, we have to go. All right. Bye, internet.